Okay, so let's talk about that feeling. You know the one, that little pang you get when you're on social media, that feeling of envy or like you're not quite measuring up. We're going to trace it back to a really surprising source, your brain's ancient factory settings.
Let's be real for a second. Have you ever been scrolling through your phone and just got that sinking feeling in your gut? That nagging voice that says you're falling behind everyone else?
You know the drill, right? You've got a couple of free minutes, so you pull out your phone, you tap that little icon, and you open up Instagram.
And boom, there it is. Instantly, somebody you barely remember from high school is standing in front of this perfect, sun-drenched house, smiling and holding a set of keys. And you keep scrolling. The next post? Someone just got engaged, and that ring is sparkling. The post after that? A friend of a friend is on some breathtaking beach in Bali. It just keeps coming. This non-stop highlight reel of everyone else's greatest hits.
So what is that? That little twist you feel in your chest? That feeling like you're not doing enough or you're not good enough? Well, listen, I want to be super clear about this. That is not a character flaw. It's not you being a bad person. It's actually a signal from a very, very old part of your brain. To really get what's going on, we need to rewind the clock, like way back. We're going to take a quick trip about 200,000 years into the past to check out our brain's original software.
You see, for pretty much all of human history, our world was incredibly small. We lived in these little nomadic groups, and in that world, comparing yourself to others was local, it was manageable, and believe it or not, it was actually a good thing. It was a useful tool.
Just think about this number for a second. 150. For all intents and purposes, that was the size of your entire social universe. The best hunter, the best storyteller, the best craftsperson, they were all people you actually knew, people you saw every day. So here's the key. The original purpose of social comparison wasn't to make you feel awful. It was supposed to be a motivational kick. It showed you what was actually possible within your community and what skills were valuable, which would then push you to get better.
But then, well, everything changed. I mean, dramatically. So what happens when your little tribe of 150 people suddenly explodes to include, well, basically everyone on Earth with an internet connection?
This is our new reality. Our comparison group isn't 150 people we know anymore. It's over 8 billion strangers. Our brains they were never ever designed to handle a social world on this mind-boggling scale.
And this example just nails it, right? It's not about the amateur guitarist comparing herself to the best player in her town, someone she could maybe learn from. No. Now she's online watching some kid prodigy who has 40 million views. The goalposts haven't just moved, they're on a different planet.
And this leads to a really brutal, kind of depressing mathematical truth. When your comparison group is literally everyone on the planet, you will almost always find yourself near the bottom of every single thing you care about. There is always going to be someone richer, more talented, or more successful on a global scale.
So what does this do to our poor ancient brains? Well, that old motivational signal, that little spark of envy that was supposed to help us improve, it just breaks. It gets completely overloaded. What was once a helpful tool becomes something pathological. You can really see the difference here. The whole system got hijacked. The context flipped from a local tribe to the global internet. The target of our comparison went from what was possible to what is often totally impossible. And the outcome? It's not motivation anymore. It's just suffering, with nowhere productive for that feeling to go. Okay, so that's the problem. And it sounds kind of bleak, I know. But here's the good news. And this is the really important part. There is a simple and super powerful way to fight back. We can actually reclaim our local world. We can reboot our brain's ancient comparison wiring. And here's how you do it. It's a simple 3-step mental reset. First, the next time you feel that envy or that sense of not being enough, just notice it. That's it. Step 2, don't beat yourself up about it. Just acknowledge it. Say to yourself, okay, that's just that old signal firing. And then, step 3, the most important one. Ask yourself, is this person actually in my life, or are they just pixels on the screen? So why does this simple little trick work so well? Well, it's like a circuit breaker for that whole toxic envy loop. It creates a space between their perfectly curated highlight reel and your real, messy behind-the-scenes life. It forces your brain to zoom back in on your actual local world, the one it was built for. So if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. Your brain evolved for local. Stop feeding it impossible. And maybe ask yourself, what would change if you only compared yourself to the people you could actually sit down and have a coffee with? Think about that.